applications of hyperconjugative effect. Okay. So, as the number of alpha hydrogen atom to an unsaturated system increases, or unsaturated system or to a vacant p orbital increases, the compound become hyperconjugation increases and the compound become more stable. Now, let us see some application. First one is stability of carbocations. Stability of carbocations. See some example in the case of tertiary carbocation. Okay. So, we can see that in this case there are how many alpha hydrogen atoms to this carbon? There are 3 alpha hydrogen atoms. Okay. Sorry, 3 plus 3 6, 6 plus 3 9 alpha hydrogen atoms. So, it will be highly stable compared to secondary, which is having only 6 alpha hydrogen atom. Now primary, okay, this will be the order of stability, and the case of CH3 plus, it will not be stabilized by hyperconjugation since there is no alpha hydrogen atoms, okay, to the vacant p orbital. Now next is the stability of alkenes. Okay, take one example, CH2 double bond CH2, this is an alkene. In this case we can see that there is no alpha hydrogen to the unsaturation, so it will not be stable. Okay, so if one hydrogen is replaced by a CH3 group, what will happen? CH3H, it will become stable. So this unsaturation, its nearby carbon contains 3 alpha hydrogen atom, so it is stable by hyperconjugation. Now if one more hydrogen is replaced by CH3, so it contains 6 alpha hydrogen atoms, okay, double bond CH2. Now it will be the next stability, okay. If these these hydrogen are also replaced, okay, how many alpha hydrogen atoms are present? 6 plus 3, 9 alpha hydrogen atom. So it will be more stable. Now if these all are replaced by CH3, so the compound will be highly stable. This compound is highly stable by hyperconjugation. Okay, this much about the stability of alkenes. Similarly, in the case of free radicals also same takes place. Okay, stability of free radicals is proportional to the number of alpha hydrogen atoms. Okay, same in the case of number of alpha hydrogen atoms. Okay, we can draw the structures also, alpha hydrogen atoms. Now next is the case of alkyl arenes, stability of alkyl arenes. In the case of alkyl arenes, what will happen? Okay, draw the structure, toluene. Okay, we know that there are 3 alpha hydrogen atoms near to the unsaturation. Okay, so it is 3 alpha hydrogen, so it is stabilized by hyperconjugation. If each hydrogen atom are replaced, okay, it is replaced by CH3, then next stability will be for that, because there are 2 alpha hydrogen atom. Here 3 alpha hydrogen atom, here 2 alpha hydrogen atom. Okay, now next case, if one more hydrogen atom is replaced, so this contains 1 alpha hydrogen atom. Okay, next stability. Now next case, if all the hydrogen atom, it will not be stable by hyperconjugation. Okay, destabilized by hyperconjugation. This much about in the case of alpha arenes. Okay, sorry, alkyl arenes. Now next is in the case of dipole moment, what will happen? We know that there is permanent polarization arises due to hyperconjugation. Okay, there is polarity arises due to hyperconjugation. In the case of alkenes, we can see that. So the dipole moment increases. Dipole moment increases as the hyperconjugation increases. Okay, as hyperconjugation increases. Okay, increases. Take one example, CH2 double bond CH2. There will be no hyperconjugation since there are no alpha hydrogen atoms. There will be no dipole moment. Now, next case CH3 CH double bond CH2. In this case, there is hyperconjugation and this will be more dipole than the previous one. Okay, more dipole. Now, next is this much about the application of hyperconjugation. If in some cases, if hyperconjugation and inductive effect will come together, hyperconjugation versus inductive effect. In such cases, hyperconjugation predominates. Okay, we have to take the hyperconjugation. Take one example in the case of tertiary hyperconjugation effect is very high. Okay, so it will be more stable. Instead of H, if we use D, okay, instead of H we are using D. According to hyperconjugation, the hyperconjugation only determines the hydrogen atoms. So, it depends upon the number of alpha hydrogen atoms present. It will not have any effect on the deuterium present. So, this will be more stable if one hydrogen atom is replaced by D3. Okay. So, this will be the order. Now, next hydrogen is replaced. Again, this will be more stable. If this hydrogen is also replaced, what will happen? It will be less stable than the previous one. Okay, like this stability order. So, in this case, last compound, if all the CH3 is replaced by CD3, what will happen? It will not be stabilized by, it will be least stable by hyperconjugation. This will be the effect in the case of tertiary compounds. Now, in the case of primary, we know in the case of CH3 plus, what will happen? CH3 plus, there will not be any hyperconjugation. Okay. So, it will not be stable by hyperconjugation. So, if H is replaced by D, what will be the stability? We know that according to the inductive effect, D is more having more donating power than H. So, plus I effect. According to plus I effect, the CD3 plus will be more stable than CH3 plus. Okay. This will be the stability features of different compounds. Okay.